at the top, you heard a bit of Glenn Campbell with Wichita Linesman. Shout out Darcy O'Brien for showing me that song.
Really?
Yeah, rediscovered the Glenn Campbell classic for me. I must have just missed it when Mum was playing it on repeat to Jer to cut up for 6.5 hours.
Every day.
And then we had Mountains of My Mind, Chris Stapleton. A little special track for you, Al.
Yeah. Man, how beautiful is that song? I remember the first time I heard it, it was on SNL. He played it on SNL. I hope you guys, listeners, know Chris Stapleton as far as just like, if you're music appreciators, even if it's not your field, because that voice is so beautiful. And that's kind of what I was talking about as far as like, it's only one away from, like maybe a bit of a stretch to say something like Jose Gonzalez or like, you know what I mean? Like it's
Jamie
very
T, like Emily's Heart. Like it's quite a beautiful
twangy
guitar,
beautiful voice. There's a video actually, I don't know if you guys have seen it, of a couple years ago he sang the national anthem of the Super Bowl. I think it was like 3 years ago, something like that. And he, the American national anthem, like whatever, not for me. And it's like, I mean, obviously, just for patriotism sake, but listening to him sing it, which you hear all the time, you're like, yeah, it's the most beautiful rendition of that song. And you see the Americans have a very different feeling about their country and their songs and whatever I feel like than we do. But there are grown men in the stands and on the field bawling their eyes out. Like, it's so beautiful. But
some good vocals can do that to you.
Stunning.
I feel like that's the bar in terms of emotion.
I've been crying at friggin' John Denver every week for the last 20 years. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, especially when you got the Orcs at Mum's funeral.
Yeah, fuck. Sorry about that, Mum.
Speaking of, we were speaking off there, one of your most prestigious times of receiving the Orcs and one of the playlists you're most proud of, you spoke about in the first episode you were on, which was Dad's playlist.
Oh, yeah.
And the way that sort of transformed into some of his funeral songs. So when we put it out to the PTA Brick Shithouse community, which I think we renamed something else that I can't remember right now, and they were all so intrigued. Oh, we want to hear more of the playlist. We want to hear more of the playlist that Ali made for your dad, because it was just such a beautiful story and it was filled with so many beautiful songs. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, again, forgive me if I have already said this in the other episode, but the idea of that playlist, I did say this, but the idea of that playlist was I really wanted to, when I was hanging out at home with Dad or with Mum, but it started with Dad, and he's playing his music and I'm playing my music. I wanted us to sort of collaborate, that I could kind of be in the kitchen and he's in the lounge room or whatever, and there's only one speaker going and I'm not there going, I hate this song, or like I can't bear it, any longer to listen to fucking, I don't know, whatever it was that he was playing. But to his credit, like the most of the things that he played, I was like, yeah, like. That
was your problem with Mum, really?
Oh, my, yeah.
Mum, Neil Diamond Christmas.
Neil Diamond Christmas, man.
A little bit too hard.
Yeah, but you know what? Even now I feel like if I was going to put up my Christmas tree, it'd feel weird if I didn't play that album. Yeah,
we play that.
Yeah, I don't even...
when I got mine cranking.
Mate.
And then every now and then I'm like, or if Nadia's going a bit too crazy about the positions of the baubles on the tree and I'm a bit too stressed out, it's like, turn this off, what is it? And then Michael Bublé comes on.
Yeah,
it's like,
I love fucking Michael Bublé Christmas album slaps.
See,
I'm just
like, nah.
I've got it on vinyl. Actually, it was a gift. The vinyl was a gift, but I should bring it in actually, do a Christmas special. But so the Dad album, or the Dad playlist, I made it just with the intention of thinking I would love to just have find a middle ground where I can play songs that, don't make me want to pull my hair out, and Dad likes them too. And so I did it kind of without him knowing. And it was great. Like it's mostly, I'll play some more for us in a moment, but, the middle ground between Pete Murray, Missy Higgins, Bob Evans, like early sort of, I mean, I say early for us, but early Triple J, those sort of, Killing Heidi, as we've sort of said already.
And Kasabian even.
Yeah, Kasabian, yeah, occasionally. But, you know, and then his stuff like One of These Nights by the Eagles or Steely Dan or, you know, any of those sort of ones that are very, you know, generic kind of dad music, very yacht rock. A very underrated category of music.
As much discussed on the podcast through, I think Ryder Jack come on and Matt, they were very much talking about yacht rock and shoegazing and all
so
this stuff.
Good.
And,
we watched the most amazing documentary. There's an Unreal documentary. I think it's actually just called Yacht Rock. I could be wrong about that. But they talk about Michael McDonald. I hope Ryder Jack talked about this, but Michael McDonald's voice. Oh, he's like this one dude who bounced around between all, like they kind of all shared in the same way, like, you know, you'd share a drummer between bands that are touring or you know, Taylor Hawkins is for Foo Fighters as well as Alanis Morissette or whatever. But they did it with this vocalist called Michael McDonald, and you know his voice. He's also, his voice is the main vocal that you can hear on What a Fool Believes by the Doobie Brothers. I'm going to play that one next, actually. That's a great tune. But
I think my job's in trouble here, eh?
Yeah. Matt, you're fine. Matt Zozos, you watch out. But anyway, Michael McDonald, Yacht Rock, Dad's playlist. Stop distracting me. But yeah, it was great. It was, and it really developed over time because when he passed, Mum said, "Oh, I'd really like for you to, can you add a few more songs to it, because we'll play it at his wake and at his, you know, we can pick a few songs from the funeral." And in Dad's will, I don't know if will's the right word, but kind of when he knew he was going to pass away, he kind of gave us a few jobs, but I mean in the sense that like responsibilities that you have and responsibilities that I've got, and one's for Ted and one's for Mum. And I remember one of mine was I really want Ali to pick the songs that we play or have say over it. Mum ultimately, like, you know, yayed and nayed the ones that she wanted. Yeah, of course, but which is fair enough. But
you want to know what my job was?
Yeah, what?
He said, "You and Ted can have that boat if you get it off my fucking verge."
That's right. That's right.
So
I don't care. Do whatever you want. Just get it the fuck off the lawn.
Yeah, to Dirk's house, and now we're 50-50 owners. We're partners.
That's so funny. I forgot about
Made
that.
him a deal for some of his verge space.
Yeah, and he can all of our uncle's front yard is brick anyway, so it's like, well, you know.
Oh, well, Uncle Dirkus, he saw the value. He doesn't let half a sausage throw in the bin, let alone half a boat, man.
Correct.
He made a nice little spot for
100%.
it, and it's never been working better since. Still no fish. We don't get any fish.
Nah, but also
he might have caught a herring the other day, which was a pretty nice get.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I feel like getting a bike out of the driveway is too much effort, let alone a fucking boat.
No, not for Uncle Dirkus and not for Tom and Ted, especially when it's Tony's boat. So
Correct.
I'm going to pass you the aux. You got a couple songs for us from Tony's playlist?
Yeah, I will. And I promise we're going to move on from the category of death. I really don't want that to be the thing that hangs over.
Then we'll get into the upbeat Ali Barrass.
Well, these are going to be
Pouch full of
upbeat.
craze.
This is. I'll give you two right now. One we played, one we didn't. Both bangers. One I just sang for you just before. So you're welcome.